Hey guys, what's going on? So, ever since I have been building my Blade Dancer deck, I've been building Night Statue, I've been building Scrapper. I did it with the express purpose of trying to solo dungeons. And I was building a Blade Dancer, obviously, and then they brought in Tatwins, and I've been just furiously playing Blade Dancer just all the time, trying to find different like things that I can say that I've created myself. And I was using Floral Frenzy for a while because it's the standard version of a Blade Dancer deck. You can just let it sit there. Elegant Parry, if it was better, I would like it more. But I feel like it almost never procs. Or it doesn't proc as much as the amount of debuffs that are currently in the meta, between Dark Priest and King Pudding and Virus and Enchant Sword and, just everything. Just freaking everything. Witch, Shaman. I'm not sure if it technically protects against those two, but, like, that's another thing. And so, if it was better, I feel like in PvP, I would be using probably this setup. I think that Serrated Blades is better if you have Dance of the Wind. If you have it maxed out. If you don't have it maxed out, I think Triple Lunge is better, because you need that extra attack. But if you have the Dance of the Wind, it's going to just mow down everybody, so you don't need a Triple Lunge. But I have been playing around co-op, and what I was saying, like how I specifically built this deck so that I could solo co-op, I'm almost positive I can solo co-op. And that's with Blooming Dash, Fencing with Giants, Serrated Blades, and then Dance of the Wind. You obviously don't need Elegant Parry if you are going to run Blooming Dash, because you're going to run Portal Keeper, and that's how it works. So you don't need to debuff, or you don't need to take away debuffs, because you're always taking away debuffs. And then so you use Fencing with Giants to deal more damage, Serrated Blades because you have Dance of the Wind. This is the deck that I'm running. And I have some of these like leveled up pretty high, but I don't have legendaries yet. I'm that close to a legendary, because I do have other swords. Maybe I don't have another sword. Do you need another sword to upgrade the sword? Oh, I do have another sword anyway. Yeah. So I'm that amount of pieces away from a legendary Forest Alliance sword, which is super exciting. But I'm running this deck. Basically, you use the box setup that you used to use for Zealot. So when you were playing with Zealot, I used to love Zealot. And you create the X setup, and then the squares in between. You basically build that setup. I'm actually going to use Chemist. I want to try that instead. It does work with Trapper. I just played it. But I do want to try this with Chemist instead. I think Chemist at higher levels, because you only really need the one side thing, and everything else you just want to build up 9 Blade Dancers to like 3. I haven't even tried anything higher, and I can already solo 12, because I'm using my Peanut account, and on my other phone. So if you don't already know, I have a completely free-to-play account, and I was just using Witch, because you actually don't want to upgrade anything. Because you just want to personally upgrade. You're not utilizing the other person. That's obvious. I did have, what's it called? I do have the other person in the case that I get super screwed over, like right now. But the reason, a reason why I'm running, I have 2 squares over here, but I have damage squares over here. I have 3 damage squares over here. I'm going to build over here. So basically what I'm going to do here is build 3, 6, 9, and then you're basically done. Just make everything a 3, or just have, you need the blade dancers right now. So you want to build just everything over here. You always want to constantly move, because that's how you're going to obtain, that's how you're going to start stacking damage. The way you basically want to do this is you want to leave the T section, and then move the outside. But right now, this first boss is really difficult. Having a tribunal as a first boss is rough, but I still trust that I can do this. Essentially, when you have the blade dancers, when you move them, it touches everything around it and activates it. Obviously, I don't have anything touching, so the cooldown is how long it is. Am I going to kill it? Oh, I'm not going to kill it. That's awkward. As you're going to see, even though I didn't kill it, you save so much mana over the course of a game. I'm going to move this over here. And you're basically never going to get debuffed ever. Ironically, a late game upgrade is really detrimental to you. It doesn't seem like something that would harm you, but if it upgrades something really awkwardly, that could mess you up. I'm going to upgrade this so that I can move this. So now I'm going to make everything a 2. The Dryad with the Fairy of Growth is incredibly helpful. But you're going to just basically make everything a 2 here. Merge this out. At this point, I can copy, I need to copy Dryads, because I need all of these to be 2s, so that I can move this. I can actually move this out. If you are going to move something next to something, make sure that you do it so that they both cool down at the same time. I'm going to move this. I'm going to move this. See, I can move this away so that I can move this one next. I can actually move this up. I'm going to do that. I obviously need to get rid of a chemist here, because I don't need to. I'm going to upgrade this one. These are all almost off cooldown, so I'm just going to wait for a second. I also have these on the side. So I'm going to move this out. I'm going to move this over. Move this one over really quick. Summon in here. Move this down. I can actually move this in. Move this in. I really need, I need space right now. And everything's a 2, which means I definitely need a 3. I need to make everything, I just need to start making everything 3s. This is actually really helpful for us. I'm going to copy this so that I can merge this out. That 2 is helpful. This is super helpful too. That's less helpful. But having 2 2s is fine. I'm going to move this down. I'm going to actually move this one out. And I'm basically just going to sit here and move stuff. This stops being like really good at around at 50 merges, because anything beyond that is a lot less. If you have a max Blade Dancer deck, you should be outputting a lot of damage. So you don't even need anything higher than 3s. I've never tried this with 2s. I might try this with 2s right now. I might merge out these chemists. Once you get to 50, you can start trying to get like level 2 dryads, so that you can make everything a 3. Anything beyond that is insane. Don't do it. I wouldn't recommend it. Like trying to make everything a 4. And you don't need it. I've actually beaten 13 with 3s. With just a set of 3s. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Maybe I'm just going to stay at 3s. Or 2s. Maybe I'm just going to try this with 2s. None of this is helpful. I'm going to do that. Do that. Anything that is currently on a cooldown is in Blade Dancer mode. And if you're wondering why I'm leaving this one in the center, when you have the T set up, you can automatically just move one in. Oh, see, that's really awkward. I don't like that. This is like a late game level. It's now a level 4. I can't protect it. So if it gets warlocked or virused, everything is going to basically get virused. And that's why I said like a late game upgrade is really awkward for us. I'm going to merge this out here. And I'm going to merge this down. None of this helps. Okay. 48. I might merge those out. 49. What's fun is that you can always just summon in because it doesn't matter. 50. So now anything beyond 50, it does it at a much slower rate. You're getting 0.35% after that. But right now I'm at 50% damage with just a level 2 chemist, and I'm rocking million damage. Like 500 on a low end. $500 on a low end, and I'm basically like super protected. I could get super greedy and turn this into a 5. I might do that. Just so I can have space. I'm going to do that. It's not the worst thing, because as you can see, you're still being able to activate that all the time. I'm going to merge this out. That's pretty good. Move this over. I might merge this out. I'm getting antsy, and I kind of want to merge it out. 58 stacks. So we got a virus here. As long as it doesn't hit the 5, we're pretty good. Because I can just move that. 59 stacks. I'm going to do it. That's fine. Yeah. Is that good? I don't know. I don't have a 1, which is awkward. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah. See, and then you can protect against that as well. $63 stacks. I'm going to merge this out. $64 stacks. 65 stacks. I could technically start making everything threes, but one of these would get sacrificed for a to upgrade the portal keeper to a three. And I don't know. I don't necessarily know if I like that. I'm gonna merge this out. Actually, this is now fine because now I have this too. So I'm going to level 3, probably my squares. I'm going to level up these guys. That was almost pretty terrible because I didn't use one of the 2s on the 3. So that was almost very awkward. Move this one. Move this one. You're basically just looking for all of your things that are not on cooldown. And you're just playing it like that. These ones on cooldown, I can probably upgrade more. I just don't think you need to. Because I would rather save up my 43,000 mana in the case that something like bad happens. I'd rather just sit here and then and move stuff. Oh. You can also protect from assassin. There's 2 assassins on level 12. Oh, maybe there's just the one. I think I'm thinking warlock. You get a warlock later. And I believe there's 2 warlocks. So that's a 3. I'm going to move in this 2. And I'm going to use another 2 on a 3. This is me doing this without a friggin' oh, here we go. Here's a guy. Here's a guy. I was doing it without a chemist. So that's a 2. That's going to be a 1. I'm going to merge this out. That's fine. That's fine because I can do that. And I can do that. And I can do that. I can move this back here. Blade Dancer just has such great base damage. Blade Dancer has just such great base damage that the percentage that you're getting per stack, even though it's diminishing, is just so good. Because that's really all you need as a Blade Dancer deck. You just need more damage. Damage that you can slowly accumulate. In the same way that like an enchant sword would work. But this is basically infinite. I have a king pudding next. I'm tempted to merge these out. Because I just need the space right at this point. I'm going to do it. That's fine. If this becomes a 2, and I can make that a 3, then that'll be pretty good. I don't like that. Move this over. Move this, move this. As you're doing stuff, you always have to consciously be aware that your Blade Dancers will go off cooldown if you let them. And if they go off cooldown, they just become regular, dumb, do-nothing Blade Dancers. So you need to make sure that you're always on that. It's a very, it's a very active deck that you have to play. The other one is good because you can just sit there and do nothing. But I think this has a better chance of soloing. And I think soloing, especially if you don't have a secondary account to support you with, I think that's more important. I'm going to move that. I can do that. All of these are now 3s. I'm going to do that. That's actually really good because you can copy and move. Which is another reason why why it's in the deck. Why the Harlequin is in the deck. Move that. Move that. Move that. I can actually summon in here. I'm actually going to do that so that I can do that. 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 Look at this. Look at this deck. Look at this crazy deck. I'm going to merge that out. That's not great. I don't like that. Merge out that. Move that. I don't know what to do with this 3 here. I'm gonna do that. I don't know why. Oh, that's not great. Move that. Move that. Move that. Move that into that. Move that back in. Obviously a 1, 2, 3 is not great here. 1, 2, or a 1, 2, 4. But I don't know what to do here. I mean, I could merge 2 3s out. I don't know if that's the play. And I definitely can't merge this out. Oh, here we go. Double Warlock. Double Warlock might actually help me if it hits a 2 or a 1. Nope. The deck is too good. I can't let the double Warlock help me. Move that. I'm at 116 stacks. The 134,000 mana. This is why this is the best Zealot deck. It's the deck that Zealot was supposed to be. And it's just not good. And I love that this is the much better version. This is clearly the much better version. I'm going to move this first so that I can move this and move that. Oh. Trying to kill my level 3 over there that I had just sitting. That's just mean. I can actually have this sitting on the 3. Make that a 4. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, that's not the best. Oh, that's not the best. Yeah, I can move that. 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 Look how silly this deck is. Move that down. I could summon in here, but I don't know what I would be hoping for. If I move this one first as opposed to this one, I can move that, and then move the other two. Move that, and move that. And that's just adding to more stacks. There's usually just a more efficient way of moving. Yeah. Whenever something like that happens, just move something. It doesn't even matter what it is. And it doesn't matter if you get the bonus. You just need it to not die. Because it becoming a 2, if you don't already have a 2, is very detrimental. Just basically anything that's off cooldown, you just want to move somewhere. And it'll probably be touching something. I have 149,000 mana that I don't know what to do with. Oh, I guess if that became a Bedlam, that would have been really bad. It never has. I'm just saying, if it did, that would have been pretty bad. Yeah, it would have been a useless guy. But yeah, that's basically how this works. Floor 12 soloed. Seems good.